So like I was saying, it's very important that factors, I think in our last section, we talked about some of the factors you consider when going into land banking. When these factors are in place, when you've ticked all these boxes in terms of your location, where you want to invest in, don't do one plot, do more than one plot, and you'll come back to thank me later. Thank you so much. I don't know if you have something else to add.
Thank you. Thank you for this amazing answer. See, just talk to me. You are just teaching me. See, I need to be frank with you. As you continue to talk, I begin to see, I don't want to call it my foolishness, but like really, she's educating me on something. Guess what happened to me? True life story. Before I go into land banking, precisely the location she mentioned, Gtext Land. I want to mention that here. This is not to say that I want to market Gtext Land. But if I market it, it's even a good thing. The reason being that I've benefited not only through learning with Dr. Stephen Akintayo, but I've also invested and be able to get a lot of value. Let me tell you a true life story. I bought his book, Billionaire Land Banker. Go and get that book. I read in that book what Miss Cynthia is saying now, that each time you are buying a property, don't buy just one. Buy at least 6 plots. If you cannot afford to buy 6 plots, buy at least 2. True life story, I'm telling you. So my company, e-commerce, Acoville Tech Limited, for some of you that don't know my real business, I'm a co-founder of, that's my first business after leaving my lecturing work. Then the company decided that we should invest with Dr. Stephen Akintayo based on the fact that we've been seeing him online, we should trust him and all of that. With fear, we jumped into investing into his Lube, that's Jasper Hillview. So the day we were here, I can remember with fear, because we've never seen Dr. Stephen Akintayo, and the day we were going there, he had to attach us to people to take us there. So we couldn't even trust, but we need to just push and do the thing.
Yeah.
Then they told us the property is 5 million naira, that if we don't invest that day, it's going to shoot up. So now, me and my team decided that, okay, let's put in 5 million and just test this. If Dr. Stephen should do anything wrong, we're going to drag him on the internet. Based on we're e-commerce guys, we know how to do. We can even advertise that you are fake, and we promote this, so we can do that much. And it's a damage, and I know he don't want that. So we took that upon ourselves that, okay, let's risk this. We put in 5 million naira. Ask me, from 2022 to 2024 now, right?
Yeah.
That property from 5 million is currently now going for 37 million and it's still counting.
It's 7.5
right? 3 years, the property has increased in value over 32 million. Now, guess where I said my foolishness? Oh, maybe I was not learning enough, or maybe I was not using the knowledge. Because I know that, and so I can afford to even pay them the 5 million and say, give me 2 plots. Instrumentally, I will pay the rest. But I didn't do that. And I have the knowledge. I was afraid. In case you are watching this live session right now, if you are not learning, I think there's something wrong. Anyway, you might want to learn the hard way, the way I learned. What Miss Cynthia was saying right away, let me understood that if I would have bought 3 plots, it means that I have 37 million times 3. It means that in every of the plots, I have 32 million naira as profit right now. I can afford to sell 2. Which means I have 64 million naira extra to be able to develop one of the land. Are you learning?
Yes.
See, I tell people that, thank you very much, Dr. Stephen Akintayo, for opening my eyes. I'm still learning. Thank you, experts we have here today. And I just hope that the viewer will take this information so relevant and be able to capitalize on it. We are not just coming here to see things without knowing what we are doing, right? Like I tell some of you, I don't want to take much longer time, but I believe that you got the message. So, Mr. Jake, can you add on what Ms. Cynthia has said? Perhaps you have another perspective you want to look at. Otherwise, we can move. If you have, then let's do more of it, please.
Okay, yeah, thank you very much. Ms. Cynthia has basically touched on the head on how you can get the most out of from real estate investment, especially land banking, because one of the important things you need to know firstly when you're getting into land banking is how can I make the most out of it? As long as you know that yes, I am doing this with the right organization, I'm doing this with the right aspect. Everything is genuine. Everything is clear. How can I make the most? Firstly, you're getting into as, is this good? Is this a good investment? Once you tick that box, yes, it is. It is how can I make the most? And the way you can make the most is about, getting more than you're supposed to get. Buy more. This you've heard Mr. Kabiru, who he talked about the property he bought for 5 million is currently what actually is not. It's not just 37. It's 37.5 now. 37.5 million. Just imagine you bought more than one. Just imagine you bought two. Just imagine you bought an acre. You would have made a ridiculous amount of money. And right now, that estate is talking about is developed. There are houses everywhere, like around. People are living there. It's well developed. So you can move in now and say, okay, I want to go and build a house there. You will just sell maybe like 2 plots there. We use the money from the 2 plots. So 37.5 times 2. That's over almost 80. I think 80 or 90 something million. Now, yes,
5 million.
It's 5 million. Yes, you need to go and start projects on 2. You've made a ridiculous amount of money. So first you want to get the most out of it, buy more than 1 plot, and once you buy more than 1 plot, that's when you're now thinking about reinvesting that money. You see, it is a step. If you've bought more than 1 plot, now you've made more money from selling it. If you sell 2, let's say you buy 6 now and you sell 2 from it, you reinvest the profit.